Finally, the founding forces of the United States defeated the British Empire in the war. We were overlooking the power of nature. The war in North America required the British Empire to cross the Atlantic Ocean with large numbers of troops. This was a long and very difficult 2-month boat ride. This was a great weakness for Britain in the war. British soldiers suffered from various diseases such as scurvy after going on a boat for 2 months. After getting off the ship, the soldiers had to battle the founding forces of the United States with weakened bodies while crossing the Atlantic Ocean. This is why the North American continent has no geopolitical rival in modern international politics, with the Atlantic Ocean to the west and the Pacific Ocean to the east. Eventually, the United States was born when Britain recognized the independence of the United States on September 3, 1783. However, the United States did not have a president for 6 years after its founding. Why hasn't there been a president for 6 years? Many of the founders of the United States did not like one person to have enormous power because it was related to their own interests. They did not want to be interfered with in their interests. The reason they want to be independent from England is because they want to be free of their business or authority. So the founders of the United States needed leaders, but they hated giving that one leader superpowers. Even now, the power of the United States Senate or House of Representatives is due to this. So they debated the election of the president for 6 years, but made no progress. The founding fathers of the United States decided to call the president, not the king, when they created the nation. The original meaning of president is a moderator. They wanted a scarecrow-like existence, such as facilitating and mediating, meeting and dealing with high-ranking officials from other countries when they arrived. The power of the U.S. Congress in the late 1700s was not the sublimity of democracy or something like this, but simply because one person in power was trying to prevent the country from doing as he pleased. This became the basis for the separation of powers. At first, this separation of powers was only meant to curtail the powers of the president. If this early separation of powers had continued unmodified, the present United States would have been divided into more than 50 states. For this reason, the President of the United States was not being elected, and suddenly there was a coup in Massachusetts. The reason for this coup was that many residents were dissatisfied with the fact that the U.S. government, like the British government, was collecting huge taxes to fill the finances lost in the war rather than to protect the people's autonomy and property. This coup was quickly suppressed, but the founding forces of the United States realized that the people were dissatisfied with it. The meaning of this coup was that another coup could happen at any time, and another coup was that the United States, independent of the British Empire, could be occupied by the British Empire again. After the coup, things about electing a president moved quickly. For this reason, the founding fathers changed their mind that the president should have strong leadership. Thus, the separation of powers was created because the president was given a lot of authority, but it was thought that strong authority could not be given. As the separation of the three forces was created, the story of the first U.S. president with strong authority began to emerge. However, I thought what would happen if the ignorant citizens or farmers voted in the name of democracy to elect such a strong president. Thus, the electoral college system was created. First, even if the people elect by voting, secondly, a system is created in which the elite or rich must re-vote and elect again. This scheme will remain in existence until 2023. If you liked the video, hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for watching.